Simon, I want to talk to you a little bit about the why, because even at tense moments, I think, in my own family or even here, people will say to me, Glenn, we can't save the whole world. We're not in this to save the world. But I am. And I believe that people need to be warned, but I also believe that it can be better than this. We don't have to be like this. And so that's what my why is. But is there what should your expectation be if it is to really change the world? Why is that better than somebody who would say to you to create this widget and make $1 bazillion?
Money is always a result. And the fact of the matter is, as human beings, we want to feel like we belong to something bigger than ourselves. And what we find is that the greatest leaders are actually the best followers, because as leaders, they see themselves in service to a purpose or a cause or a belief larger than themselves. And so all of their behaviors and all of their decisions are guided by this cause that they're on, this pursuit, this journey. And so starting with why is an essential component of leadership, because it's the reason we would show up in the first place.
Right.
But then what? But then what? Now you have this message and you've attracted all the people, and then what? And so my own work is sort of semi-autobiographical. It's my own journey, which is, as people were attracted to this message of why, the question is, well, now what do I do? How do I create trust, and how do I create cooperation so that we can advance this cause that we believe in, of this better world? And then I took a lot of my cues from people in the military who truly come together to serve a cause greater than themselves. And you see levels of trust and cooperation that, unfortunately, in the private sector are rare. You know, these are people who are willing to give their lives to save people that sometimes they don't even like.
Right.
We don't even like to give up credit for things, you know?
Right. So how do you create the cooperation, especially in even a family that is just trying to get everybody to put the cell phones down, get everybody just to relate to each other? Everything in our society, whether it is personal or in business, it is all being swept the other way.
It's a complicating factor. It's a huge complication, which is, as human beings, we are at our best with others. We work brilliantly well together. And so when you start to see things that happen that bring us together, we're great. The problem is we live in a world in which we're more and more physically disconnected. We talk on texting rather than on the phone. We would rather send an email than get up and walk 30 feet and talk to somebody. I know a company, it's a startup in Los Angeles. There's 5 people who work at this company, and they have an office. They all work in the same space. I kid you not. They send emails to each other all day. Wait, it gets better. And have Skype calls with each other. Like literally a Skype call with that guy, you know? And it sort of makes you wonder, sort of, how do you build trust and cooperation when you have no interaction with the people you're supposed to be working with? So you're absolutely right. Cell phones and sort of social media are an absolute problem when it comes to sort of just being human.